and let's see what happens. But a lot of people should be ashamed. You want to know the truth? I think it's a disgrace. What's going on in this country, I think it's a disgrace.
President Trump talking about the memo. Pierre Thomas joins us, ABC News senior justice correspondent. Good morning, Pierre Thomas.
Top of the morning to you.
All right, so the FBI is not taking this memo lying down.
They're not. I mean, you saw the FBI director and the senior staff put out a statement before the memo was even released, saying that they had grave concerns about material omissions in the document. And on Friday, the FBI director put out a video message to the troops to keep them calm and keep them focused on the issue at hand. They basically think that this was too much in the partisan realm and that the document cherry-picked information. That was their claim.
It also, Pierre Thomas, in that memo, it also sort of contradicts itself at the end. Doesn't the memo sort of blame George Papadopoulos for the one who sort of created all this mess to begin with?
It certainly does point to him as one of the reasons why the investigation got launched. And it goes to the point that the FBI officials have been making, that when you go to a FISA court to get one of these warrants, you need more than one piece of information. Obviously, the Republicans on the committee were concerned that the dossier, which was put together by a person, MI5 former agent who apparently did not like then candidate Donald Trump, did not like him at all. There was great concern that dossier was used in connection with this warrant, but the pushback from the intelligence professionals and the FBI is that it was one of many pieces, George Papadopoulos included, which allowed them to go to the court to get that warrant.
Yeah. So where do we go from here, Pierre Thomas?
Well, I think the big question now is that you had the FBI director authorize that statement going out, pushing back against what the president wanted to do. And we just need to see how the president's going to respond to that. Ray is the hand-picked FBI director of this president of the United States, and this is the first time they've had an open disagreement. So we need to see how that's going to unfold, and that will have great significance for how this administration goes forward.
He also is rallying the FBI troops, is he not?
He did. In fact, in that statement, video message that he put out on Friday, that just tells you the nature of the concern that the morale of the rank and file is being impacted. They're in the news all the time. There was great concern that the rank and file would become depressed by this. So he put out a statement basically saying, look, your job is to continue doing your job, focus on the mission, and let the chips fall where they may.
One of the things I don't understand is, why does it matter who paid for the dossier? It really only matters if the information in it is true.
Well, that's the argument that the FBI and these intelligence officials are making behind the scenes. They're saying, look, when you get these warrants, typically the sources of information are not exactly outstanding citizens. If you're doing, for example, if you're doing drug cases, often the informants are drug dealers and other ne'er-do-wells. The key is whether you can corroborate the information that they're giving you. That is the deciding factor in these cases.
Yeah. Are we also hearing Republicans critical, and do we hear that there are possibly more memos to be had?
Well, House Intelligence Chair Devin Nunes says that he has other agencies he's looking at in connection with how the Russia probe got launched, State Department included. So he said that more memos could be coming.
There you go. Pierre Thomas, ABC News senior justice correspondent. Thanks, Pierre. Have a good day.